Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jolly by Nature, and we are back continuing our Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke as a part of the Blastburn Radio Nuzlocke World Tour. Sorry if I sound funny. I'm real sick right now. Almost didn't stream today, but honestly, knowing my luck, if I chose not to stream today and to put it off, I would just get sicker and sicker and it'd be worse down the road. So we're just gonna muscle through. I just took some nasty ass Robitussin. I just took some Sudafed. I got my hot tea and my tissues, and we're gonna do our best to not just wallow in misery and instead be productive and get some stuff done. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Now, starting off, if you haven't listened to this week's podcast yet, I'm going to try to keep things vague to avoid major spoilers. Results have been decidedly mixed. I feel like I put forth the best showing in PvP that I have in a while this week, and I definitely matched up better against the big threats that my opponents have. Amazing what an Excadrill and a Heracross will do for you. It wasn't like the great result we were hoping for, but a large part of that was like the game's inherent RNG shenanigans, which, for the record, I got really fucking salty about, and I just want to be very, very clear. I am not, was not, will not ever be salty at the people that I am playing against, but it's incredibly difficult to have a win stripped essentially by dice rolls. Like by a lot of them, not like just one where it's like, well, 50-50, that could have gone either way, but a bunch of them. It's incredibly frustrating, and like, I'm human. I'm gonna vent some of that frustration, but I am not, have not been, will never be frustrated with the people that I'm playing against. Just sometimes Pokemon's kind of a shitty game when you're playing it competitively, and sometimes you got to give a little bit of voice to that. That's all. Now, major decision time, guys. Major decision. We have to decide what we are doing with Rita, with our Mandibuzz. Because Pokemon Showdown is not broken, but is not properly calibrated for Pokemon Black and White 2. It will not let you load a Mandibuzz below the level of its evolution, which I believe is 54. It's in the 50s to use on Showdown, which makes sense. It just ignores this particular event, and I'm sure that it's no big deal for Showdown because we are probably the only people who do low-level battles in past generations on Showdown. Like, this isn't like a large mainstream problem. It's just a problem for us. But yeah, like, I caught a Mandibuzz, Mez caught a Mandibuzz, Celeste caught a Braviary. None of them can be used in PvP as long as we're using Showdown until the ass end of the game. So we decided that we would have the option to either keep that Mon, we can still use it in gameplay, it's a legitimate capture, and then we can bring it to PvP once we get over that hurdle late in the game, or we can just release it and say, you know what, I would rather have something that is useful to me right now than something that might maybe be useful 6 weeks from now. And either of those are valid, but we have to make that decision. We have to stick to it. So either we're releasing Rita right now and catching something new, or we're not. Here's the thing. We caught Rita on Route 4. On Route 4 available, here, let me pull up the list to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I don't want to misspeak. On Route 4 in the Unova region, in Pokemon Black 2, we can get a Sandile. We already have a Sandile. We can get a Trubbish. We already have a Trubbish. We can get a Scraggy. We already got a Scraggy. We can get a Darumaka, but we hit the series with the Darmana ban. There will be no Darumaka for nobody. So there's nothing in the sand for us. Now, if we had gone there before we went to Route 5, 16, whatever, the one where we caught our Trubbish, then there would be some value there in getting a Dupes, but we can't go back in time. We can't change that encounter. We've already got a Trubbish. We can get a Frillish by surfing there, and that has potential value. But if you'll remember, we've already been to Burbank City in like chapter 2, where the only encounters are in the water, and guess what the only thing we can get there is? It's Frillish. So Unfortunately, like the only potentially valuable thing that we can really get from Route 4 beyond Frillish is Alomomola, which is, without Regenerator, a bad Pokemon. So I'm not sure Rita is going to be super valuable moving forward, if I'm being honest, but she's more valuable than an Alomomola. So we're going to be keeping her. Well, not even just for this foreseeable future. We don't get another chance to make this decision. We're going to keep her. And that's just going to be that. And I don't see how I'm going to come to regret that decision because, like, at the end of the day, regardless of anything else, she's a fucking Mandibuzz. All right, let's get our party right because we're going to be moving onward and upward as we head to Driftvale City. We definitely want Jason with us for that. Who's chilling in the box? I think Pudgy's chilling in the box. I'm sorry, Pudgy. Have a comfy stay, buddy. Catch you later. Unfortunately, the other thing that really sucks about just the way that this week plays out is that our level limit this week is 36, which isn't a huge jump. We were 32 last week, so only 4. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to speak a falsehood. I was going to speak lies into existence. Never mind. Our coughing Toxica evolves this week, which is actually really exciting. I'm not sure if she'll replace Kendricks on the squad. Like, a lot of that, I think, ends up on Move Pool, and I'm not sure what all becomes available to us this week, if I'm being entirely honest. But it's an option, which is exciting. I like having options. Options are good things. Can't really get much of use from the tutors. Yeah, it's not great. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine, you guys. We got this. I might easy mode Clay too. I'm not fully decided. Hold it. What are you guys up to here anyway? Nothing. We're just standing here. So what did we do to you that you're bothering us with questions? You didn't do anything, not to me at least. But I can never forgive Pokemon thieves like you. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Just to let you know. You're about to feel my rage! Yeesh, trainers sure are unruly these days. Is that it? You're mistaking your Pokemon strength for your own? I couldn't care less about a runt like you, but I don't like being messed with. Jolly, cover me! Oh, great. So we'll talk more about the gym, obviously, as we get closer to it, but like my big fear, my big point of concern with Clay's gym in particular is actually, of all things, believe it or not, it's Clay's Onix, which I think is the mon that is not there in normal mode, is only there in hard mode. I could be wrong about that, but he's definitely got it in hard mode. And that boy is sturdy and has explosion, which is a problem. He's also got Rock Slide, which means that like I can't even necessarily like safely bring in a Swanna and just sweep him, because that Onix is gonna live on 1 and it can boom. It can fucking drop rocks. Like, that's terrifying. At this point, I genuinely do not know what we are doing inside that gym. I think there's a couple of different ways that we can go about it. I just got to figure out what the fuck I want to do. We also don't get Surf before the gym. We don't get Surf this chapter. Surf is next chapter, which is unfortunate. But my team in general just does not really like match up super well with ground types, which is potentially a problem. I do have Trakina. Like, Trakina might just be our saving grace in this particular gym. Particularly because even though it's a ground type gym, like 3/4 of Clay's Mon are weak to fighting, which is potentially valuable if I'm going easy mode at least. Yeah, I think Azumaril's probably the better like sweeping option of the two Chocoboko, just because there are rock type attacks everywhere and you can't one-shot everything. Although there's also a lot higher physical defense, so maybe not. Hey! Nice timing. I was wanting to give you this. Hey, that's useful. Ta-da! It's a hidden machine. Fly! When you use this move outside of battle, you can go to places you want to go, like a Pokemon Center. By the way, Jolly, do you know about hidden grottos? Yeah. Wait! Over there! I heard something from that direction. I have good ears. Hey, come with me! The sound is coming from somewhere around here. Wow, here it is. There's a gap and it looks like we can fit through. Come on, let's have a look. All right, so this is a static encounter. Again, we are observing Grotto Claws, as we've dubbed it in this playthrough, where if we find a full odds Pokemon hidden ability inside of a hidden grotto, we must catch it and use it. This one is not full odds. It is a static encounter, but we treat it like any other static encounter, which just means that before I tag it, I have to decide, is this our Route 5 encounter or not? And no surprises, this is our Route 5 encounter. We are going to catch or fail to catch this Minccino. A wild Minccino appears? No way! Alright, we're gonna T-Wave it. I don't know if there's anything I can hit this thing with without doing it a murder. It is a Minccino. Gray Ball. Hey! All right, Minccino, the chinchilla Pokemon. Minccino greet each other by grooming one another thoroughly with their tails. We will give a nickname to this Minccino. What are we going to name him? He's a boy. Huh. I think we're gonna name him Billy, after the original Blue Ranger, Billy Cranston. Billy feels kind of like a Minccino to me. Very technical in the way he fights. I think it works. Maybe not. That's okay. Yeah, give me some berries. I'll take them Hundu berries. Oh my goodness, Yancey's annoying. All right, carrying on. Oh shit, it's a battle? It's a battle! Oh shit, it's a Sunkern. What will I do? Sunkern, have you met Moltor? And a male combi. Not much of a battle. All right. All right, it's this fucker here. I'm a heartbreaker. My name, Charles. I wanted to get the attention of a girl I like, so I mastered a new style of Pokemon battling called Rotation Battle. Want to learn about it? Yeah. Not really, but we're gonna. Alright. Sigilif leads, of course, the one that is the least useful to get an Intimidate off on. Well, I think regardless here, like, my safe play is just a crunch. Hopefully, I'll not damage this thing into defeatist range. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. That's fine. Then I think at this point, there's no threat. Okay, so we kill the Arcan. It's a very fast Arcan, though. Very fast dead bird. Why did you leave the Sigilif in front of me when I've been crunching? That's fine, I guess. Do you? I feel like this team was put together for triple battles, not for rotation battles. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is gross. The alternative is just to not stream. All right, and Merrick was a good puppo and just bit his way through the rotation battle. That could have been worse. Honestly, I'm much more scared of triple battles than I am rotation. At least in rotation, there's only one mon in the danger position at a time. Alright, well, we've already got a Route 5 encounter, so this doesn't matter. In case that wasn't clear from the fact that we got it inside the hidden grotto. Oh, this boy wants to scrap. Alright. Okay, we got a super repel. That's pretty dope. And we got another battle. I need to move Merrick out of the front. We're going to need EXP wiggle room on him. So we got 2 more encounters coming to us on this chapter. One on the Driftvale drawbridge and one in Driftvale City itself. As long as we don't goof anything up, we know what both of those are going to be. We know that we are going to get a ducklet on the Driftvale drawbridge. There's nothing else available, so we just got to catch it. Just got to catch that duck. And then we get a gift Pokemon in Driftvale City. We get a gift Zorua, which is interesting in a lot of ways. So here, I was looking at it earlier, but let me pull it back up so I can know what I'm talking about as I'm talking instead of talking directly out of my asshole. So Zorua is interesting specifically because it is Zorua and its evolution Zoroark are a Pokemon that is fairly mixed offensively, but definitely leans special, and yet its learned set by level up heavily leans physical, which means you have to give it special moves like by TM and tutor, and also like find other ways, or train it physical and just accept the fact that it's not going to be as strong of an attacker as it otherwise could be, which is like really kind of sad and unfortunate. Obviously its ability is like potentially super impactful. Yeah. Particularly in PvP. Not so much against an AI opponent who doesn't really care. Although it can be abused pretty heavily against AI opponents in the right circumstances. But yeah, it does get physical setup potential with Hone Claws by TM, although I'm pretty sure that TM is in the post game, so it's not going to be relevant for us anyway. And it does get special setup by level up with Nasty Plot, although not until like a significantly higher level. Looks like 49 as a Zorua or 54 as a Zoroark. So I mean that's a consideration. Like maybe we take it and we put it in the box and we leave it in the box until we can get Nasty Plot. Yeah. We'll have to figure out what we want to do with it, but it's an interesting Pokemon with a lot of like different potential, a lot of different ways that it can be used, and so we're gonna want to think very, very carefully about how we train it, what we teach it, when and how we best use it. And we've got a lot of fucking dark types. Like a lot, even with the loss of Casey, we've still got a lot of dark types, and it's yet another dark type. It's a good and interesting dark type friend, but it's still yet another dark type. I hope my chat's not broken. I apologize if it is, guys. I'm not seeing any messages from you guys, and I know that I was before my stream bugged out. I'm gonna reset it. Hopefully that helps. If you're talking to me, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can see it now. Alright, I want to battle you anyway then. Damn. Alright, we got a double battle. Mama didn't raise no punks. What do we got? 2 Menzinos. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, we brick break you. I guess confuse raid the other one. Like, as long as you don't somehow murder Trakina in one turn, you're both going to go down to a single brick break, so this is fine. Oh, I could have just taken you out in a single turn anyway. Oh well, Body's perfect. I forgot that Mencino is made of literal glass. All right, we're on the bridge, which means we get another encounter. We get our duck. That obligatory duck. Give him to me. I desire the waterfowl. Please. Please, a drop of water. Any water will do. It's a duck. This would have been a real bad time to find out that my memory was incorrect and there are other Pokemon available besides the duck. There we go. Ducklet, the water bird Pokemon, they are better at swimming than flying, and they happily eat their favorite food, peat moss, as they dive underwater. We will give a nickname to this duck, and we will name him... Oh god, what was the name? We're gonna name him Damon, after the Green Ranger of the Lost Galaxy series. Damon was probably the best part of that team, honestly. He was the Green Ranger, and his like spirit beast Zord was a condor, which is like not the same. Like honestly, fucking Mandibuzz probably is a better fit there thematically, but it's a bird. He's a bird guy. It's fine. Damon was a real cool dude. He was a mechanic. He was a very talented mechanic. I like it. I like him. He's good people. Come on, let's have fun stealing Pokemon together like we did before. I can't. I've learned the hard way that stealing from others is wrong. Oh, come on, it's too late to start acting all goody two-shoes now. People don't understand our just cause. Don't they call you a villain who was plotting world domination? Even though you quit Team Plasma, people are still really cold to you, right? So you might as well just come steal Pokemon with us and take over the world. The people who are mean to you now will be groveling at your feet and saying how great you are. I can't. My Lord N will be sad. I can't do that to him. N, Team Plasma's king. What a joke. He's nothing more than a traitor. He disappeared somewhere and abandoned us when we needed him. Hey! Start talking, you plasma trash. Ow, you're gonna pay for that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm not supposed to cause any trouble. I'll get you next time. You're not getting away. Rah, 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 rah. I'm okay. We were friends when we were both in Team Plasma. But 2 years ago, Team Plasma split into a group that follows Lord N, who just wants to save Pokemon, and a group that follows Getsus, who plans to take over the world. You can hear the rest of the story in our home. It's on that little hill next to the Pokemon gym. Okay. Yeah, Swan is an interesting water-type caveman. I don't think it's a forever friend on this team. There are some very good waters that will be available to us a little bit later in the game. But right now, I am incredibly grateful for just a drop of water. Any water will do. Let's actually, real quick, before we move on, let's look at our new boys. Let's see exactly what we got out of these new friends. All right. So Billy is an impish Mencino, which isn't terrible. Like, it's not great because it's not like an offense boosting nature, which is what you would really want from a Cinccino, but like it's not terrible. It's special attack reducing, which is definitely what we want, and making him a little fatter is not a bad thing, especially not in a Nuzlocke. We'll take that. And we'll take that Resto Chesto too. That's really handy. With Celeste running amok. And we got a bold. Which once again, like not super what we want, but it's not like harmful. That's not bad. Take that too. A little bit of extra fatness in a Nuzlocke squad never hurt nobody. Okay, there's a gym, so I'm guessing that up there is the hill next to the gym. Yep. Sir, that's the person I was talking about. Over here, this way. Oh, so you're interested in Team Plasma, are you? If you hear what we have to say, you might be able to understand us. My guest, if you're going to come inside, I would like to see what kind of person you are, trainer. That's right, in a Pokemon battle. Do you find this acceptable? Let us begin. Oh, rude. Are you gonna intimidate my bug? Oh, I got the dog up front. That's fine. Then we'll just swap. We got our intimidate off. We'll just swap. I forgot that we put Merrick back up front to catch the duck. And now we break it. Break it like Batman. Oh shit, that's a Swoobat. That is death and murder for our sweet Trakina. No, thank you. We're gonna go Jason. Yeah, that was all sorts of devastation in bat form. Hey, what's up, Dave? How you doing, buddy? And a murder. I apologize for testing you. Being former members of Team Plasma, we must deal with a lot. He got away. And that is your friend. He may join us. Oh, you didn't test his bitch ass. Yeah, I hear you, man. Chronic illness isn't super easy to manage, but I mean, the good news there is you know what's going on now, so it can be managed, which is good. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Rude. You guys are all Team Plasma too, right? Tell me, what makes you different from the Team Plasma back there? More accurately, we're former members of Team Plasma. Because of the incident 2 years ago, we started taking care of the Pokemon that were separated from their trainers as a way to atone for our misdeeds. And you are? I'm Tommy, from Aspertia City. 5 years ago, Team Plasma, I mean you, stole my little sister's Purloin. I'm the pathetic trainer who wasn't able to stop you. Separated, what a joke! You were the thieves who stole Pokemon. Is that so? My sincerest apologies. Just an apology? That's it? Where's my sister's Pokemon? Where's Purloin? The Pokemon you speak of is not in this place. I imagine it is still being used by Team Plasma now. Just as you say, our apologizing doesn't solve anything. But you can't move forward unless you admit you were wrong and apologize. Enough already! Apologizing isn't going to get my sister's Pokemon back! Jolly, I'm going to the Pokemon gym. I'll get stronger and crush every single member of Team Plasma. Team Plasma made trainers like him suffer. I feel terrible about it. How foolish we were. Jolly, as you can see, I can't do anything to thank you. Actually, I have a favor to ask of you. Could you please look after this Pokemon, Zorua? Oh, thank you. Oh, this is back in the dark days where you have to walk your happy ass to the Pokemon Center and free up a slot before he'll give you anything. All right. Go on, Moltor. Chill in the box for a minute. All right, so we got ourselves a Zorua. Now, the mechanics of the game will not let us nickname this Pokemon, but in our heart of hearts, he has a nickname. His nickname is Zen-Aku, which Zen-Aku is, it's kind of cheating, actually, because Merrick, our Stoutland, is the Lunar Wolf Ranger of the Wild Force series, and when we're first introduced to Merrick, he is possessed by like what amounts to a demon spirit named Zen-Aku. That makes him like a horrible like wolf monster that just kind of kicks everybody's ass. I don't think it's fully cheating though, because they are eventually separated from each other and actually like appear like against each other. So like they are separate entities. I think it's fine. I'm kind of cheating because this Pokemon can't be nicknamed anyway, so it's all right. He's Zen-Aku the Zorua. Hasty, which again is not a perfect nature, but it's not terrible either. Particularly not for something that is like in essence a mixed attacker by virtue of all the reasons I previously discussed. So boosting its speed without reducing either attacking stat is not a bad thing. Again, I don't know how we're going to use it or how soon we're going to use it or even necessarily if we're going to use it, but like it's not a bad option to have hanging around. Let's go ahead and finish exploring Driftvale City. We're going to check out like all the buildings, talk to all the NPCs, see if there's anything else cool to get. And then we'll probably at that point call it for today, because I still need to work out like what my team looks like and what our strategy is for the gym. Yeah. I probably could have before we even started, considering that I basically knew what all of our encounters were going to be this week, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, A, I'm sick as shit, so I'm not thinking clearly. And B, like, it's really rough, man. It's really rough for me to commit. Like, I've got a hard mode strategy in mind if I choose to go hard mode, right? We can evolve Leo, so we've got a fully evolved Sunflora. We can Leech Seed the first Pokemon that Clay uses, which in this case should be his Krokorok. We can even cycle Merrick in to intimidate it a bunch. And we can give Workup to Turkina, to our Heracross. And then just like neutral or resisted return our way through the entire gym. Which is a thing. The two things that really make me like hesitate to take that strategy is I'm not sure that a resisted return one-hit KOs Excadrill even at +6, and that Excadrill like has a lot of scary stuff. He has Slash, which could crit, and obviously a crit would be a big fucking problem. And then again, we can't one-hit KO the Onix. No matter what we do, quad effective move does not matter. It will live on 1 HP with Sturdy, and it has Explosion. So there's just... Okay, you're the red shard move tutor. Do I have red shards? I have one. So I'm going to need more to learn any moves. So I'll have to off stream go farm some of those up, because I know there's at least one move we want off of him. But yeah, that makes it really, really, really difficult for me to want to commit to the hard mode. I mean, although like points are really tight right now. So if I do a normal mode gym, like even if I make it through perfectly fine, like I'm at that point running the risk that my opponents are going to run away with it. The flip side of that is my opponents could do terribly, kill their entire teams, and then I could run away with it because I decided to play it safe and do easy mode. I don't know. It's hard. It's like it's a really rough position to be in right now. Especially because easy mode is like no guarantee of much of anything at this point, because again, that Onyx has sturdy. Like I could go easy mode and lean into my Swanna and just have my Swanna get fucking murdered by Rock Slide. I don't know what the answer is. I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching. I feel like these next two gyms are the most dangerous in this game. Bar Charon, which is dangerous in a different kind of way, because like Charon is so dangerous because he is mathematically better than you. Whereas some of these other gyms are dangerous because of like the strategies and threats they employ, which I think is very much the case here. It's just really unfortunate that these next two gyms, in addition to being like the most difficult in this game series, are gyms where I cannot even remotely lean into what is probably the best mod on the team right now, which is Jason, our Excadrill, because he just gets murdered in both of them. Well, I can lean into Jason in most of the flying gym. I just have to be very, very careful of ducklets and swannas. All right, I probably missed some floors because I've got foggy medicine head and I'm not thinking super clearly. But I think we've just about good and explored this place. And again, I've got to put some thought into what our actual gym strategy is going to be. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it here for today, guys. Thank you for coming out. I know it's kind of a short stream. Gotta figure out how we're doing the gym. Gotta train some boys. We'll get that ready and we'll be back probably next week, I'd imagine, to finish the gym. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. As always, I've been Jolly by Nature. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.